video I'm about to show you is we just have straight answers on what we're seeing.
So I wasn't the only one who saw it.
She was, again, convinced this was no bird.
A whole bunch of silver darting objects.
There have been more than 300 new sightings.
Some say maybe proof we're not alone in the universe.
My personal answer is yes.
A dramatic increase in UFO sightings.
The Pentagon released its report.
Pentagon review of decades of government investigations into UFO sightings has found.
Apart from the shining sun, glittering stars, and bright moon, our skies have much more to offer. Be it otherworldly objects, strange sky anomalies, or jaw-dropping phenomena. Today, we'll show you some of the craziest sky sightings that have shocked the whole world.
Hayden Road, you're gonna see this thing in the sky. We don't know what it is.
A hiker was enjoying a peaceful day in the hills when something strange appeared in the sky. Thinking quickly, he grabbed his phone and started filming. But what he saw made his hands shake with shock. A disc-shaped object was seen silently flying over the hills in the unsteady footage. It didn't look or move like any normal aircraft. Was this a real UFO from another world? Or was it just a clever trick? Many are calling it solid proof that aliens visit Earth. Others say it's fake. Watch the surprising footage and decide for yourself. What do you think is flying over those hills? Mountaintop mystery light. A quiet night in Banff City, Canada turned wild when something strange appeared in the sky. A local out for a late walk saw lights above the famous Rocky Mountains. He quickly pulled out his phone and hit record. The video is now all over the internet, making millions of views. It shows a bright object moving over the peaks. Then, in a blink, it shoots upward and vanishes. No noise, no trail, just gone. Is this a real alien ship visiting our beautiful mountains, or just an oddly shaped cloud playing tricks? Real life X-Wing? A thrilling sight was caught on camera in India recently. A local was filming the sky when he saw something straight out of a Star Wars movie. The object was moving silently and looked similar to spacecraft from the iconic films. The unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAP, had the internet buzzing. Its shape and movement didn't match any known aircraft. Some people were convinced it's a real-life X-Wing or TIE fighter. Others think it's proof that aliens are visiting Earth using tech far beyond ours. Is George Lucas's fiction actually reality? Watch this amazing footage from India and judge for yourself. Russia's UFO jackpot. A UFO hunter in Russia hit the jackpot. Armed with patience and a good camera, he spent nights scanning the vast Russian sky. His hard work paid off big time. The video he captured is mind-blowing. It shows a classic flying saucer, just like in old movies, but this in real life. The object hovers and then zips across the sky at impossible speeds. No human aircraft can move like that. This isn't some blurry blob, it's clear, detailed footage. Many say it's the best UFO evidence in years. Is Russia a hotspot for alien activity? Some think its wide, remote areas are perfect for secret alien bases. Others believe old Russian satellites attract UFO interest. Whatever the reason, this hunter's amazing catch has the UFO world buzzing. UFO sphere. It's the craziest thing ever that's got everyone talking. A weird, perfectly round UFO was caught on camera in Argentina, just hanging there above the fields. This isn't some blurry blob you can see as clear as day against the sky. The video's so sharp, you'd think the UFO was posing for a photo shoot. But what in the world is it? Some people say it's just a trick of the light, like a reflection or a mirage. But others are convinced it's something way more exciting, like maybe a scouting ship from another galaxy. The footage is spreading like wildfire, and Rosario's become the hottest spot for UFO watchers. Whatever that sphere is, it's turning this quiet Argentine town into a hub of out-of-this-world mysteries. Curious hikers find.
How did that happen?
Among the breathtaking scenery of the mountains, a group of hikers spotted something strange flying in the sky nearby. They felt curious about it and tried to zoom in on their mobile camera to capture this round object that probably belonged to some other universe. It looked like the UFO wanted to land on the surface of the mountains as it kept on flashing to find smooth ground. The hikers couldn't believe their eyes, but that weird round thing was real. They stared in wonder at the strange sight from out of this world. Tiny sky escapers. Recently, a video from Jerusalem surfaced on the internet showing glowing figures ascending into the sky. These shapes, ranging from tiny to small, and even a few larger ones, were constantly flying upwards before disappearing into the clouds. Netizens have different opinions about this mysterious sighting. Some suggested they were aliens returning to space after conducting their research. A few described these figures as angels. The exact identity of these figures remains unknown, though some believe they were the pure souls of the recently deceased. Whatever they were, they vanished into the clouds, leaving us with curiosity and wonder. Sun's secret visitor. A UFO? A plane? Or some giant bird? Well, this strange object captured the attention of astronomers while they were setting up a telescope during their research. The sun was ejecting huge plumes of plasma, and this strange object just cruised through. If you pay attention to it, the object first penetrates the sun and then goes out of the fiery ball. What on earth could withstand those insane temperatures? What was that? A heat-resistant spacecraft? Or an alien spacecraft studying our star, captured by astrophysicists? Well, netizens are still waiting for a satisfactory explanation. Express alien chase. People usually expect to see trees and tracks while traveling on a train, but the journey of this passenger became a memorable trip when he looked out the window and captured a strange sight. Captured last July, it wasn't a bird or a plane, but a series of strange lights flying in the sky. He wasn't sure what he was looking at, so he decided to share the video online. Many believe it to be a fleet of orbs, while a few just debunk them as reflections of the interior. But the way they disappeared behind the trees strongly supports the first idea. Cloud Punching UFO. In Al Ain, near the Oman border, people looked up and gasped. A big, round hole had appeared in the sky. The hole was a perfect circle, like something had punched through the clouds. Many thought it was a UFO. Aliens have come to the UAE, some people joked. But scientists explained, it's a rare fall streak hole or hole punch cloud. These form when part of a cloud gets much colder, making a gap. Still, due to how odd and rare they are, many prefer to think it's a UFO sign. What do you believe? Nature's quirk or alien visit? Peaking alien ship. A few years back, a weird object suddenly caught the attention of people when it was seen mysteriously hovering in the sky. At first, it looked calm, like a butterfly shape, but then a fire started blasting out from behind it, making the thing zoom super fast over the mountaintops. Nobody knew what the fiery, fast-moving thing was. Was it from space or something else? The strange, blazing sight in the sky left everyone wondering long after it disappeared from view. Glowing cloud invader. An idea of capturing some nature moments on a cloudy evening took an unexpected turn when something strange appeared in the sky. A super bright light, which was not actually lightning, appeared much weirder and wider than any typical bolt. This strong glow moved through the clouds and then dove straight toward Earth. It came down fast, getting bigger, making people think it was an extraterrestrial attack. Luckily, nothing bad happened, as no alien appeared out of that strange cloud. But sightings like this are becoming more common these days. So, is the government preparing something for us, or is there nothing to worry about? What's your take on it? Zippy spacelight. Now, let's take a look at another sky anomaly that has become a matter of concern, not only for the locals, but the authorities as well. A strange, glowing, shapeless object was seen moving rapidly across the gray sky. It wasn't a plane or a star. It was far too bright and quick. The light zipped left, then right, then sped away in a flash. Many people claimed it was a UFO and that aliens were checking out Earth. Meanwhile, the scientific community has yet to offer an explanation. So, we'll have to wait until someone provides a proper explanation. Smart UFO Show. A bunch of people in Taiwan were looking up at a cloudy sky when suddenly weird lights started flashing across it. They freaked out but couldn't stop watching as it looked like a terrifying blue flash of some otherworldly vehicle. Quickly, they grabbed their phones and started recording. The lights were darting around, doing things no normal aircraft could. Some people say it's just a natural light show, like ball lightning or something. But come on, those moves were way too smart. Tons of people are sure it's aliens, maybe checking us out. This could be our first real evidence of ET life. The truth is out there, and it's flashing right above us. Vintage alien flight. In a viral video from the late 1980s, a man's peaceful day turns bizarre. Spotting something unusual in the sky, he quickly grabs his camera. What he captures leaves him in sheer terror, speaking frantically in his native language. The footage shows what looks like a person flying through the air. No jetpack, no wings, just a humanoid figure moving. This unreal video has recently gone viral on social media. Some believe it's genuine 1980s footage of an alien or superhuman. Others argue it's a new video with an old-timey filter. A few even claim it's just a cloth on a drone. Turkey's Cloud UFO. Have you ever seen a cloud that looks like a UFO? Well, on January 19th, people in Turkey did. In the western Bursa province, an unusual sky formation had everyone pointing their phones and cameras upward. A strange lenticular cloud emerged. As the sun rose, its colors changed from red to pink to orange and white. The cloud appears to be mysterious for about an hour. Speculations arose, with some calling it a devil's eye and others linking it to the end of times. However, the National Weather Service debunked all these theories and explained that these clouds are formed in mountain waves where the air rises, mostly in winter and spring. Despite its UFO look, no aliens appeared. Lightning Ball UFO. What's going on in the skies of Switzerland? A group of people saw something strange in the sky while they were looking at the stars. At first, it looked like a white hole. They zoomed in their cameras to get a closer look. What they saw surprised them. It was a white, cloudy shape hovering in the air with a glowing thing moving inside it. It didn't seem normal, so they thought maybe it was an alien ship or something unknown. They quickly took videos, not sure what they were seeing. Nobody knew what happened that night. Some people didn't believe it was real and said it was just a trick of the light. But the group insisted they did see an unidentified object that might be a UFO in that cloudy thing in the sky. Spinning UFO. Was it a bird? No, it's a UFO. Well, this classic line just got real in Cuba, where someone caught an out-of-this-world sight on camera. The video's crystal clear, showing a UFO with a weird spinning design. Well, guess what? It looked like a burning sun cruising through the sky. No blurry dots here. This thing was bright and bold. It happened recently, though nobody's sure of the exact date. Some people were convinced it's aliens taking a Caribbean vacation. Others thought there was a less exciting explanation, like some kind of fancy drone or a weather balloon having a bad day. Either way, this flying sun over Cuba had turned the island into the hottest spot for sky watchers. UFO Fleet Exposed. Something unbelievable happened in Kazakhstan's sky recently. Locals grabbed their phones and filmed a sight that left everyone stunned. It wasn't just one UFO, but a whole fleet of them. In the video, multiple disc-shaped objects move in perfect formation. They glide silently, then suddenly change direction together. This isn't random. It looks planned, like a military drill. But whose military? Definitely not one of ours. These aren't drones. They're too big, too fast, and move unlike anything we have. Many believe this is solid proof aliens are real and they're visiting Kazakhstan. Are they observing us? Planning something? Well, watch this shocking footage and let's see what you think. Moon Lookalike. Something super weird happened in the clear sky of China. It was a normal day, but suddenly a round, white thing that looked just like the moon emerged from nowhere. Just like a thing never seen before. It was moving way too fast. It was shining really bright as well, and zooming across the sky like it was late for a space meeting. That's not how planes or satellites move. No way. So, should we call it a UFO? Or maybe something even weirder than that? Well, whatever it was, it definitely wasn't from around here. Urban UFO Landing. Behind those buildings, can you see that strong light? It just appeared out of nowhere. What's really strange is that it's changing colors. Red, blue, green. This was not some electrical problem like a faulty streetlight or a billboard. The way it was behaving, it could be something else entirely. I think we might be looking at a UFO that landed on Earth. Who knows what or who might be inside that craft? I mean, this could be our chance to witness first contact. Window Wonder UFO. A traveler on a plane saw something odd out of his window. Quickly, he grabbed his phone to film. What he caught was a wild object that seemed to change shape in seconds. What was that, the passenger wondered? A shape-shifting UFO? Bezos or Branson's new spacecraft? Some said it was a funny reflection in the window, while others saw something divine. But the ending shocked everyone. Do you know that little hole between plane windows? Maybe it's catching light weirdly. So what was it? A high-tech alien? A simple trick of the light? Or a heavenly sign? Don't forget to share by commenting below. Arizona's Skystalker.
Dow and Hayden Road, you're gonna see this thing in the sky. We don't know what it is.
Two buddies on a night flight near Scottsdale, Arizona got the shock of their lives. Over McDowell and Hayden Road, a strange light appeared in the sky. It wasn't your typical plane. This thing moved weirdly. The guys grabbed their phones and started filming. Suddenly, things got freaky when the light started splitting and moving downward.
Dow and Hayden Road, you're gonna see this thing in the sky. We don't know what it is.
Unable to identify that glowing streak, they shared the video online to get some clues. Was that an otherworldly visitor? Or was some ET chasing their plane through Arizona's night sky? These two won't forget this strange encounter anytime soon. Sky Door Mystery. A few years back in China, the sky opened up like a huge doorway full of crazy bright lights, leaving people astonished and preparing for an ET war. Everyone was thinking, this is it, the aliens are coming. This weird light show hung around for 3 whole hours. They were probably wondering if they should roll out the welcome mat for our space visitors. But before they could do something, it vanished. No aliens stepped out. No spaceships flew through. This makes us wonder what other cosmic surprises are out there, right? Twisting light circles. Back in 2017, 2 strange circles showed up in the clouds with lights moving inside of them. Nobody knows when they formed or how they got there. What's really weird is the lights inside. They were not just sitting still, they were twirling around like they were dancing. People watching the video are scratching their heads, wondering what these huge rings could be. Some suggested it might be a secret military project, while others called them a portal to other dimensions. Well, whatever they are, these shapes definitely have everyone talking. Hanging sky object. Look up there! There's something really weird floating in the sky, and I've never seen anything like it. It's just hanging in midair, having no strings, no balloons, nothing holding it up. Though it looks like a Hollywood scene, it isn't. So what could this thing be? Is it a sign from outer space, like aliens trying to contact us? Or maybe it's some new, wild science experiment we just don't know about yet. The video doesn't give us any answers, just more questions. The longer we stare at the screen, the deeper this mystery gets. Flying Horse UFO. It looks like a horse is flying through the sky. I'm not kidding, it's like Pegasus came to life right out of a storybook. The video here is super sharp, and you can totally make out the horse's shape. It's not blurry or fuzzy. It's as clear as watching a real horse, only that this one's soaring through the clouds. Some folks are saying it's some horse-shaped UFO. I mean, could you imagine aliens designing their ships like Earth animals? Others think it might be some top-secret government experiment. Are they testing some flying horse machine? Or is it just a weird cloud that looks like a horse? Bird UFO. Ever seen something that just stops you in your tracks? A bird hanging in midair, its wings flapping tirelessly as if frozen in time. Sounds pretty strange, right? But it's a real scene before your eyes. What could possibly explain this strange sight? As you think about the possibilities, the secrets deepen. Is it a glitch in the Matrix or a trick of the light? Well, one thing's for sure, this stationary bird has got everyone talking, leaving us all scratching our heads in wonder. UFO or balloon? In 2015, an unusual object appeared in Spain, leaving everyone scratching their heads. With those bursts of flame shooting out from the center, that was definitely not something normal. Some said it was a UFO, while others compared it to some ET pod. But what about those emerging flames? Maybe it's a spacecraft in distress, its engine going haywire as it plummets. The video's all over the internet, and it seems like everyone's got a theory. Is it a simple balloon accident, or our first glimpse of alien tech? The mystery is still unsolved. Ghostly floating building. People at the Qingdao City beach were going crazy over something they saw on the water's surface. It looked like a blurry image of an apartment building. It was floating on the sea. Some people called it ghost apartments that showed up around sunset about a mile offshore. But don't worry, I got this. Here's the thing. This was all just our brains playing tricks on us. This was a mirage created by light when it passes through layers of air with different temperatures, especially over the ocean. This refraction can create the illusion of distant objects, such as cities or ships floating above the horizon or the sea. Black hole in sky. Looking out the small window of a plane, the only thing you expect to see is the vast sky. But this flight passenger had a surreal experience while traveling on a plane. Gazing out of the small window, he saw a huge black hole in the blue sky. To his amazement, a bright, rocket-like object shot across the sky, leaving a trail of smoke. Without hesitation, it raced towards the black hole and disappeared into it, almost as if swallowed by the void. In just a moment, he witnessed something that made him question everything he thought he knew about the universe. Giant sky swimmer. A family was out on a peaceful walk when something really creepy caught their attention. High up in the sky, a giant-shaped, monstrous creature was seen moving through the clouds. With its small limbs attached to an elongated dark body and a huge face, that creature was thought to be a dragon. However, due to the stormy conditions, it vanished behind a veil of dense clouds after only a few seconds. Where did this majestic creature come from, and where was it headed? Maybe it got separated and was trying to reunite with its crew. Alien night swirl. Someone was just chilling at home, peeking out his window at night, when the weirdest thing ever lit up the sky. It was this glowing green spiral, like a giant heavenly corkscrew, just twisting and drifting through the darkness. Now, we've all seen shooting stars and stuff, but this was an odd thing. The spiral's coils were spooky, glowing green and moving across the sky like an alien light show. For a few minutes, it was the star of the night, outshining everything else. Then, poof, it faded away like it was never there. The lucky witness kept rubbing his eyes and wondered if he was dreaming at all. A green, twisty light in the sky, jeez. Canada's floating can. In November 2020, a weird video came out of Oshawa, Canada. It showed a strange, motorized capsule thing floating in the sky. The metallic object looked just like something from a sci-fi movie as it moved slowly through the air, like it was trying to find a place to land. Was this some kind of experiment plane, or something even crazier? People watching couldn't explain what they saw as the UFO floated there, not falling down. Some thought it was a secret science thing, but others wondered if it could be a real alien ship. The strange lightning capsule in the sky made everyone curious about what it was. Disco cloud.
Walking and we see some type of light in the sky.
In early January 2019, just days after New Year's celebrations, pedestrians in California witnessed a remarkable sight. The sky was covered with thick clouds that barely allowed any light to pass through. Suddenly, various colors of light began shining from beneath the edge of one of the clouds. At first, people thought the lights were coming from a group on the ground. However, as the cloud moved, it became clear that the source was airborne. The phenomenon could have been caused by a helicopter decorated with lights, or possibly a kite equipped with a light bulb. Weird ocean lights. On the night of June 27th, residents of San Diego and even Tijuana, Mexico were left scratching their heads. Between 3 and 5, strange orange lights appeared high in the sky, blinking on and off in a mysterious pattern. Videos and photos quickly flooded social media as onlookers tried to make sense of the bizarre phenomenon. The orange lights seemed to defy any obvious explanation, leaving locals baffled as to their origin or purpose. It could be some sort of aircraft, or perhaps something potentially more extraordinary. The lights raised so many queries for us, and they're still a mystery. Fast flying UFO. A man in Italy saw a strange object flying in the sky one evening. He quickly grabbed his phone and recorded the thing. The object looked like a dark, disc-shaped object that was moving very fast, unlike any plane or helicopter he'd ever seen. The man was amazed and shared the video online. Many people saw the video and started talking about it. Some thought it might have been a UFO, while others were not sure what it could be. The mystery had everyone curious about what he saw and where it came from. Were you aware of it, or were you just as shocked as us? Glowing sky figure. In a little town in Kansas, one evening in July, something really strange happened. A strange glowing figure that looked like Jesus appeared out of nowhere and started floating up into the sky. I mean, can you believe it? Everyone was shocked. They whipped out their phones to capture this unbelievable moment. Some residents thought it was a sign from God, while others were just plain scared. News of this event quickly spread, leaving everyone scratching their heads and wondering what in the world was going on up there. Japan's strange cloud. A few months back in Japan, a strong geological event shook everything. After that, people saw something strange in the sky. A round cloud, like a big ring. It formed right after that incident and stayed there for a while. People couldn't stop looking at it. They wondered why it looked like that and what it meant. The earthquake was scary enough, but this weird cloud just made things even more surprising. Everyone talked about it, trying to figure out why it happened. Jellyfish in the sky. People in Amman were just doing their thing when something weird caught their eye. It was floating near the buildings in broad daylight, and it looked like a jellyfish, but it was in the sky. Everyone was stunned. Some people thought it was a UFO and started calling it the sky jellyfish. No one knew where it came from or how it was flying up there. In the end, though, it's still unknown. Was it aliens or just something normal we can't explain? Either way, for one day, Amman's sky looked more like an ocean. And that's pretty cool. It's time for today's open discussion. One day, people hiking and living near some hills saw something unbelievable. A huge flying saucer was in the sky, and it wasn't even dark out. First, it just hung there above the hills. Before they could figure out why it was there, the wild part started. This big UFO slowly came down and sat right on one of the hills in front of everyone. It didn't try to hide or wait for the night. It just showed up in the open. People quickly took out their phones for pictures and videos. Nobody knew what was going to come out. Maybe space visitors taking a rest. Maybe a secret army test. Whatever it was, it turned those quiet hills into the most exciting place that day. Everyone's still talking about it.